Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you will be seeing this on Tuesday. I hope your week is going well so far. Mine is super duper lovely this week because I have had Monday, Tuesday, and I'm going to be having Wednesday off as well. And considering the past couple of weeks I have been pulling 6-day weeks, this girl needs it. She is tired. So even though you are seeing this on Tuesday, I am in fact filming on Monday. That is Monday the 25th of September. You will be seeing it on Tuesday the 26th. So I'm using my time off to film and get videos out for you, which is what I really enjoy doing. And lately, because my work schedule has been so busy, and I've been thinking ahead till next year and, you know, trying to think of how I can be more organised and productive and efficient with my channel and the content I bring out. I've been thinking of things that I can do to kind of lessen the pressure, lessen you know, the overwhelmingness of it, and the fact that most of the time, guys, this isn't really a secret, but I'm going to let you into it. Most weeks I am winging it for you. I very rarely plan ahead and know what content I'm going to bring you. I wing it by the seat of my pants, and I think I've managed to pull it off, but because life is so busy for me outside of this channel, I need to kind of cut back stress wherever possible, and I'm trying to think of ways to get myself more streamlined, more organised, and not feeling so, oh, I need to get content out and I don't know what to do, or I need to think of new ideas for the channel and I don't really know what to do. So there are going to be several things that I am going to be doing on this latter part of 2023 to hopefully mean that 2024 will be less stressful for Manfa, because with juggling a job outside of the home, sometimes doing 6-day weeks, you know, the 4 kiddies, running them to school, picking them up, you know, all the things that go with parenting, you know, trying to stay on top of the house and bills and normal life. I need my channel to be the thing that is always fun and not causing me any stress, anxiety or pressure. Now, sometimes it has, because like I said, I don't know what content I'm going to be bringing to you. I'm winging it. I'm pulling stuff out of thin air. And it's not like I want this to be a business so that I can give up working outside the home, because I genuinely didn't start my channel for that. Now, I, along the way, have had to adjust where I wanted the channel to go, like most podcasters and content creators do. You start off with an idea, an ambition, and it just molds and changes as time goes on. And we have to be willing to adapt and adjust accordingly, whether it be new crazes that come out, new things people want to see, figuring out what's working on your channel, what's not, you know, that kind of thing. So all of that to say is I have a few ideas of how I am going to make Manfa less stressed next year, fingers crossed. Now, I don't even know if it's going to work, but you don't know unless you try, right? So I'm going to bring you along that journey with me. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, you will have seen that it was another book look, and I love doing book looks. For me, my pattern books are just a source of pure joy. It gives me an excitement of, you know, future things that I'm going to make. It just means I've got multiple possibilities sitting up there on my bookshelf, because they actually live in a different room to what you see me filming. And I've got so many books. Luckily, I'm very blessed to have a lot of books, some of which have been gifted to me and some of which I've purchased myself. for me to go and have a little bit of a thumb through and get some, you know, inspiration of what I want to make next. So, because I have quite an extensive book library, I've decided that every once in a while I'm going to pop on here and chat with you guys and go through some of my books and put some little sticky notes in there of patterns that I really have to make from those books. Now, ashamedly, there are lots of books up on my shelf that I haven't even made anything from. Obviously, I've wanted them and been gifted them and bought them because I have every intention of making stuff in them, but harping back to the busy life outside of YouTube, my time is extremely limited, so I will get to it, I just don't know when. Now, I thought that every so often I could come on here with a selection of books and I will show you my top 3 that I want to make from these books. So, if it's books that I've already made something from, it will be the next 3, excuse me, it will be the next 3 that I really, really, really want to make in that book. And then if it's a book that I have not yet made anything from, it will be the top 3 that have to go on my hook at some point when I get around to it. That way, every time I walk past that bookcase, eventually when I have gone through all my books, I will know that whatever book I pick out, I already have marked the top 3 that I want to make, and I can pick one. That will take some pressure off of me knowing that I have such a lovely collection, a beautiful variety of things to make, that at any point I pick one of those books off the shelf, I have already pre-selected what I want, and I'm not sitting there looking at them going, which one shall I make? Which one shall I make? And I have that option. I can go there, pick up a book, pick one of the top 3, make it, boom, done. That is where I'm going with this. Now, this isn't my idea. I have seen a lot of other content creators do this already. Sometimes when they showcase a book, they have already pre-sticky noted it as to which ones they really want to make in that book. And to be honest, this may be a little bit unattainable, but Manfa aims high, always. That's why she's got so much anxiety, stress and pressure. But hey, let's just ignore that. I do eventually plan to make every pattern that I've got in my collection. Now, I'm probably not going to live long enough to do it, but in Manfa's world, I'm going to make them all. But if I categorise it into my top 3 to begin with, when I've eventually made all my top 3s, I can go through my books again and then pick another 3 that I really want to make until the books are done. So, you know, this is going to be probably a lifelong thing that I'm going to be doing, but that's absolutely fine. So I cannot take credit for this idea. I have to give credit to other lovely people on these streets that I watch regularly. I have noticed that they put sticky notes on the ones they want to make, and I want to do that too. So I know that I have a system in place so that when I want to pick a book up, I know already what I'm going to make, if that makes sense. Or at least 3 to choose from. And then it'll be just 3 that I'm like, oh, which one? Because Manfa is very undecisive, guys. I don't know if you know that about me, but I am. So, I have picked 4 books today to pick my top 3 out of with you. Now, all 4 of these books, I have already done a book look on. So, sneakily, I can put in the description box the book look videos to go along with these books in case you want to look at the books into a little bit more detail. And, you know, it helps me out if you watch older content. Just saying. Now, predominantly, this is for content for you to watch today, but to get me organised, to make me feel better about the library of patterns that I've got up on my shelf. And also, bonus, if you watch the videos linked down below, if you want to get a closer look. Now, I have picked up a whole series. This is the same series. It is Unicorns, Dragons and More Fantasy Amigurumi number 1, 2 and 3. And then you have got Dinosaurs, Mammoths and More Prehistoric Amigurumi that kind of go alongside those 3 in that series. So I've taken all 4 of these off my shelf, and I am going to go through them with you today, and I'm going to start putting my sticky notes in it, and I'm going to explain to you either why I want to make them, what is so desperate and urgent for me to make it, etc, etc. Now, of course, I'm going to use my pink sticky notes. I have got a selection of colours here, but if you know Manfa, you know that pink is my favourite colour, so my top 3 have got to be pink, right? So here we go. Now, book number 1 is this one here. Like I said, this has been featured in a booklet. All of these books have. And this little guy on the front is Koji. Now, Koji I have already made. And I made him alongside the beautiful Christina over at Bella Uncinetto. Now, if you don't know my mate Christina, why not? She's amazing. I will put her channel link down in the description box for you. And you can watch our Manfa versus Koji playlist. So maybe I'll put that playlist down in the description box as well if you want to see me and Christina go head to head making the same amigurumi but in our own way, and then the end result of that. So Koji I have already made. So I have made something out of this one. So now I am going to be going through, these are all the patterns contained within. Obviously, Koji we have already made. Now, Koji is the only one from this book that I have made. So now I have got to pick another 3. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Tricky, 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 tricky. Now, he is definitely on the list. Let's go and find him. That is Pinch the Goblin. He is a skill level of 1, so he's one of the easier ones in this book. It's a design by Hello Yellow Yarn or MJ Carlos. It says, don't be fooled by his charming smile. Pinch is actually a cheeky little green guy. He fancies shiny things, so you'd best hide your coins and jewellery or he will come round at night and borrow them all. And there is a better picture of Pinch. So Pinch is in my top 3 to make. So I am going to pop a pink sticky on Pinch so that when I pick this book off my shelf, I will know that Pinch is in my top 3. So let's go back to the other page where it shows you all of them. Okay. Out of the ones here, I am being drawn to... I've got to make Koji's dad, right? The other dragon in here. Let's go check him out. I think he's called Drake, if I remember rightly. We'll soon find out. Yes, Drake the Dragon. This is a design by Moji Design or Janine Holmes. It says, Drake is a sweet and cuddly dragon and a loyal friend to all who show him kindness. But beware. If anyone should dare to be mean, he has a tendency to get a bit hot under the collar and he will use his finely formed nostrils to shoot out a fireball or 2 as a warning. However, you'll be pleased to know that this is quite a rare occurrence and he mostly uses his fiery talents for hosting awesome barbecues and toasting marshmallows. Now, Drake is a skill level 4, which has got to be advanced. So I've gone from a 1 that I want to make to a 4. Good job, Manfa. So there is Drake. Now, I don't actually think he is Koji's dad, but for the purposes of Manfa being happy, he is going to be Koji's dad. It may not even be the same designer that made Koji. Let's go back to Koji a minute. If I can find him. Koji, where are you? Here he is. No, Koji was by DIY Fluffy, so it's by a completely different designer, but I love him, and it's going to be Koji's dad. Now, Koji, actually, I made, and Max had him. So if I make Drake, then I'm sure Max would love to have him as well. So I'm going to put my pink sticky on Drake, as my second one for this book that at some point I will make. Now, I don't know when any of these are going to be made, guys. I'm just trying to get my life organised. Now, my third choice for this first book. What are we going to go with? Because I will make them all. I will. It's just which ones I really want to make right away. I think it's got to be this guy here. So let's go and check that one out, shall we? Can't remember their name. No, it's not that one. It's this one. It is Bobby the Dino Corn. This is a skill level 2. So I've got a skill level 1, a skill level 2, and then I jump to a 4. Okay, so Bobby the Dino Corn. It says, little Bobby lives in a faraway world where dinosaurs and unicorns coexist, where rivers are coloured like rainbows and flowers are plentiful. Bobby has always loved the natural world around her, and when she grows up, she aspires to be a horticulturist. And there is a better picture of Bobby. Now, they could have put her on a better background so she could stand out a little bit more. But I think she is super, super cute and adorable. So that is going to be my third choice for this book. So now, when I pick up this book, I have 3 patterns to choose which one I make. So that's my top 3 for the Unicorns, Dragons and More Fantasy Amigurumi book 1. Okay, now let's swiftly go to book 2, otherwise I'm going to be keeping you here all day. Now, Unicorns, Dragons and More Fantasy Amigurumi number 2. And again, myself and Christina from Bella and Chinetto did a Manfella, but this time, because it's Manfa and Bella, Manfella, this time we let, in this collaboration, myself and Christina let you guys pick which pattern we were going to make. Again, I will link that playlist down below in case you haven't already seen it, and you can see which pattern was chosen and how Christina and I did it. And then actually I will show you the pattern that was made, because like I said, I've actually made one from this book. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? We made Poppy the Pixie. So Poppy the Pixie has already been done by Christina and I. I switched up the colours. Mine was completely different to what is pictured, as was Christina's. But my Poppy went to go and live with the beautiful Rita from Lena's Design Rita over in Sweden/Norway, depending on where she is. And Poppy is Rita's channel mascot. So she now lives in a different country. Another fun fact about this book before we pick my top 3 is Mike actually made something from this book. One of his first amigurumis. He made Nesta the Loch Ness Monster. And Nesta lives on Mike's crafting side table and occasionally is used as a pincushion. Didn't know if you knew that. But yes, Mike made Nesta. So a couple of things have been made from this book. One from me and one from Mike. I'm just going to take a quick swig of tea, guys, because my mouth's a bit dry. Do excuse me. Oh, so now I need to pick another 3 to make, right? Okay, that's my tea finished. Right, so let's go to that page at the front that shows you them all. Here we go. So, this one is hard. How am I going to pick? So here they all are. Mike made Nesta. I've made Poppy. Now I've got to pick another 3. Now instantly I need to make this guy down here. So let's go and take a quick look at that one. I believe he is at the back of the book. Oh, yes he is. This is Devon and Devin, the dragons. So there are 2 versions. They made 2. Excuse me. One with sleeping eyes and one with open eyes, and I suspect they're twins, being Devon and Devin, right? This is a design by Cook K or Hoang The Ngok An, and I totally butchered that. I so apologise. But the story for this one is Mama Dragon is as proud as a dragon with her little babies Devon and Devin. They love to cuddle up next to each other in their crib made of gold coins, but once the sun goes down, they're up for hours, flying through the sky and counting the stars out loud. They give their parents a bit of a hard time, but just one look at their cute faces is worth all the gold in the world. Now, I don't know if I'll do the twins. I might just pick whether I want a sleeping one or an awake one. But there is the sleeping one. Just look how cute. So cute. I love it. And this is a skill difficulty of 1, so it should be fairly straightforward. And then I will show you a picture of one with their eyes open so that you can see the other twin in this case. There they are. And she's cute too. I might just be more in love with the sleeping one though, so I think it might be the sleeping one that I actually make. But I don't know, because by the time I come around to making this, I might have completely changed my mind anyway. But at the moment, the sleeping one is what makes me put a sticky note. So that's the first sticky note. Now, got to pick another one. Ooh. Okay, I'm just taking a closer look before I show you again. Okay. For me, it's got to be this lady. She looks super interesting. So let's find this lady. And I've forgotten what she's called. Madre Monte. And this is a skill level 3 with a 4th in brackets. So it's a 3 or 4. So again, I've jumped from a 1 to a 4. What is the matter with me, guys? So Madre Monte. It's a design by Holly's Hobbies. It says Madre Monte is the mother of the forest and the mountains. She has a solid position in Colombian mythology, and she uses her influence to campaign for the protection of the forests and the animals living in them. After a long day and countless interviews on the subject, she likes to unwind in the mountains. The silence there always calms her down. Fun fact, Mike calls his mum Madre. So there we go. And that is just gorgeous in my opinion. So that gains my second sticky note, guys. Just doing this video is making me excited, picking what ones I'm going to make when I eventually get around to it. Right, back to that page. I've got to pick one more. One more. What am I going to pick? Now, I do love him, but his furry hair scares me. But he is in my top 3. You've got to be brave sometimes, right, guys? And that guy is, when I find him, there he is. It is Yeti Jr. A design by Maya Hansen, skill level 3. It says Yeti Jr. lives in the snowy mountains of the Himalaya. He wants to become as famous as his dad, Yeti the Big One, but unfortunately his mum won't let him get an Instagram account. It's an uphill battle to get attention, but there are of course all the people following their footsteps, quite literally. That's why Yeti Jr. has decided to dance wildly instead of walking. He'll surely gain a lot of followers that way. And there is Yeti Jr. Again, they needed a bit more of a darker background for you to see it a bit better. But there he is. And he takes the 3rd top spot. So let's get a sticky note on him as well. Okay. So that's the second book done, guys. Now, Might want to pause now because we're only halfway through. Pause it, go grab a drink and a snack because we've got the other 2 books to do. But hopefully I won't take so long doing these. Now, this one is a really new book of my collection, but I have already made one out of it. I made Fuyuko the Kitsune for a winner of Christina's Podiversary, actually. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Rita, who owns Poppy, I'll pop her channel in the description link as well, description box. And just check out all the links that I post there. Please check out any videos that I post there. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, back to this one. I have already made one. I will show you which one I made. I made Fuyuko the Kitsune. Now, he was very labour intensive. He was a mission to complete, but I did it. So now I have to pick 3 more from this one that I want to make. So I will show you all of them. There we go. Now, when I did this book look, I told you he was my favourite. So he's got to have the first pink sticky note, right? It's Tato the Troll. I know his name before I've even found him in the book because I just find him absolutely adorable. Where are you, Tato? There we go. This is Tato. It's a design by Little Ellie's _handmade, which is Sarah Bailey. It says, Tato is a little troll who wants to find the most perfect and juicy mushrooms to take home and grow in his subterranean garden. He's very shy, but his love for mushrooms often gets him into a lot of trouble. Tato is very good at hiding from the other big and scary trolls to make sure he doesn't need to share his mushroom collection with anyone else. Now, he is a skill level 1 brackets 2. There he is. I just think he's so cute. Look at those big eyes and his little toothy pegs. He's gorgeous. So, Tato is getting my first pink sticky. Okay, back to the page where we need to decide. Here we are. Now, they are all so gorgeous. Now, he would be in my top 3 because he's super cute, but he's made entirely out of fur yarn, and I don't think I'm ready for that experience yet. So, I'm sorry, but he's going to be sideswiped. And as I said, I've already made that one. We've put Tato in already. So, I'm actually going to put the wizard in. I really want to make the wizard. Where's the wizard? Here he is. It's Alwyn the wizard. It's a design by Blue Sparrow Handmade or Bianca Flatman. He is a skill level 2, and it says, as a child, Alwyn first discovered he had magical talent when he accidentally enlarged his family cat by 3-fold, with no one able to shrink the cat down for at least 2 hours. He studied vigorously before enrolling in the wizarding school as a teenager. He later roamed the world learning about folklore, ancient spells, fantastical creatures, and complex magic. Now, he is in my top 3 because I have potential homes for him to go to, which is a completely different reason for all the others that I have marked as a top 3. Now, my Liam is a massive Harry Potter fan. He may want him to go on his Harry Potter shelves, or my best friend in real life, Dawn, her son Matthew is a massive Harry Potter fan. He might like to keep the wizard. So I have options with Alwyn. So we give Alwyn a pink sticky note to be in my top 3. Okay, now I need to pick my final choice. And I already know what it's going to be. It is going to be the Grim Reaper here. We'll take a closer look at him now. And the reason why I want to make the Grim Reaper is next month, October, I am the host of #Amigurumi Wars. And my theme is going to be Halloween/fall. So the Grim Reaper definitely falls into the Halloween section of that. Oh my goodness, my brain froze then for a minute. So Grim Reaper is a design by Monster Hook, also known as Anna Carrocks. It says, the Little Reaper may look scary, but don't be afraid. Grim is actually pretty easygoing and cool. She loves goth fashion, loud music and dancing, so if you're hosting a party, even outside of Halloween, don't hesitate to ask her over. She loves to shake her bones to the beat. Now, she is a skill level 2, and hopefully I will be making this one of my top 3 next month. Fingers crossed, all being well. Now, she does have a little bit of Jack Skellington vibes as well. She is a little bit smiley for the Grim Reaper, but then that makes her more cute rather than scary, right? So, hopefully, you may be seeing the Grim Reaper next month. Not going to promise, because we don't know what life's going to chuck at me. But that is the plan, guys. I already knew she was going to be in my top 3. So that is book number 3 done. Now, all of these books, by the way, are Meteor books. I love Meteor books. I've got a lot of Meteor books in my library. They are some of my favourite Amigurumi books, to be fair. Now, the last one for today, and you're probably thinking, thank goodness, Sam, you've already had us here half an hour. I'm so sorry. But this is Dinosaur, Mammoths and More Prehistoric Amigurumi. So it is not the unicorns and dragons, but it is within the same kind of aesthetic or theme as the previous 3. So I always put this one with those. But instead of being the fantasy Amigurumi, this is Prehistoric Amigurumi. And again, it is a Meteor book. It is the same layout and design. I have not made anything from this one yet. So actually, all 3 of those, I have already made something. This one, I have not made anything from. And here are all of the options in this one. Now, I already know one of them, and that is this dude here. Now, let me show you. I've got a real frog in my throat today, guys. I'm so sorry. Come on, where are you? Have I gone past you? No, I haven't. Max the Mammoth. Now, come on. I've got a little boy called Max. There's a mammoth in here called Max. Plus, he is super cute and adorable. And we were all fans of the Ice Age films. So, for all of those reasons, Max the Mammoth has to be hooked and made, okay? It's a design by Leah R. Jono, and it says, Max is a playful little mammoth. He loves to gather fruits, especially his favourite wild berries. When he grows up, he wants to become either a berry farmer or a berry chef. He hasn't quite decided on his career path yet. And this one is a skill level of 3. Isn't he so adorable? Look at his curly hair, guys. How can you not fall? And his big blue eyes. How can you not fall in love with him? Even the strawberries, look. He is so adorable. So I already knew that Max the Mammoth was getting a pink sticky note today. Yes, I did. So first pink sticky note in this book. Right, let's go back. Oh, they are all so cute. So cute. It's really hard with this book. I want to make them all, but I've got to pick my top 3. I've got to make this dinosaur in a sweater. I've just got to. I mean, a dinosaur in a sweater. Whew. That goes right on my list of must-makes. So that's Brad the Brachiosaurus. It's a design by Maya Hansen. And it says, Brad is not just being fashion-forward with his sweater. He really tends to get a cold, even in hot weather. So he often wears a turtleneck to keep his long neck warm. Looking back now, the dinosaurs may have gone extinct, but Brad's turtleneck sweater is still quite fashionable. He is a skill level of 2. There he is. So cute. Let me see if I can find a picture. There we go. Perfect. Look at that little boy loving his dinosaur with his sweater on. And I have a little nephew who is dinosaur crazy. He is 6, so there's no worries about the safety eyes. So maybe if Brad does ever get made, which he will, I just don't know when, maybe he could go and live with my nephew. There we go. So Brad made it into the top 3. Let's put a sticky note on him. And now I've got to pick the third and final one for this series of books today. Right, back to that page. It's got to be this one here. And the main reason is I just find it so cute that a dinosaur's got their own pet dinosaur. I mean, of course, right? So this is Paula the Parasaurolophus. I don't know. Sounds right. A design, again, by Maya Hansen. Paula only eats grass and plants, and like all herbivores, she's a bit afraid of the great carnivores. To make Paula feel safe, her parents got her a Stegosaurus teddy for her birthday, and she doesn't go anywhere without it. So it's not actually a pet, but it's a teddy, and it's a dinosaur with a dinosaur teddy, because why not? She is a skill level 2. And again, like I said with the other one, my nephew is dino crazy, so he can have her if he likes her when she is made. So I've picked my top 3 from that book as well. So this is already a brilliant start in marking my library to what I have to make first from these books. I highly recommend all of these books. They are absolutely awesome. I love Meteor Book Publications. Please, like I said, take a look at the book look videos that I have listed down below. You get a bit more of an in-depth look at the books themselves. Please do check out mine and Christina's collaboration playlists if you haven't seen them and you're looking for something different to watch. I highly recommend. Please check Christina out. She's an awesome friend of mine, and of course Rita, who I mentioned as well. They are both wonderful friends of mine, and they are all linked to this group of books. Now, I still have, I'm going to say hundreds. It's probably not hundreds, but it feels like hundreds. I still have a lot of books to go through up on my shelves, but I will do these videos every so often, so that you come along my journey with me. You get to see what choices I make and the reasons behind them. And eventually my library will be organised and I can feel a little bit like, I've got plans for all that. I know what I'm doing with all that. It's cool. I've got it. I've got it covered. It's all right. I've got plans. They have purpose. There is plans. I mean, they had purpose anyway, but you know what I mean. Let me know down in the comment section whether you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have been inspired to do this with your pattern book library as well, to get yourself more organised and inspire you to actually grab these books and make something from them. Let me know if you have these books in your collection. Let me know if your choices would have been different. Just anything that you have seen today, let me know your thoughts and opinions of it. And let me know if you would like to see me go through the rest of my books and on future videos on this channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I have kept you for the best part of 40 minutes. And like I said, I'm filming on Monday. I've got a day off. And I have actually got a FaceTime call date with Amanda Obsessive Crochet Lady to get to. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to go and see how my Amanda Panda is. Yeah, so that is our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving me 40 minutes of your precious time. There are so many people you could watch on YouTube, but you chose to watch me today, and I'm really, really thankful for that. Please tune in tomorrow. But like I said earlier, I'm winging it. I don't quite know what tomorrow's video is going to be yet. But there will be a video tomorrow, and I shall see you then. So stay safe, be kind, look after one another. Get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.